Is it working? Blah, blah, blah. People should be able to hear me. It looks like audio is working. So hopefully they can hear me. Maybe they can see me. I can see chat now. Yeah, it seems like there's some delay, but otherwise, it's working. Refresh chat.
Just got the notification and start.
Is there, you're still seeing video?
Yeah.
Okay. La, 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 la. Hey! So I don't live stream often, so let me know if it's not working. But I figured we'll give a couple minutes, let people show up. I guess the notifications just went out. And we'll get started. I just got this, what was that, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. This is the spell check that Opioids did with Now Creators. I also messed with my autofocus settings, so I don't know if it'll do it for live streams, but for videos in the future, there should be less focus issues. Especially with Beglery, something about them being really small and moving kind of fast, I think just confused autofocus. There, I did one finally. So this is meant to be a Q&A, but maybe you have questions, maybe you don't. If you do, feel free to put them in the chat, because I can see the chat, it's right here. And we will get to those as soon as I give enough people a chance to sign on. Yeah. Yeah, I really like it. This pink green fade is super cool. You know, Opioids are normally only pink, but since this is a collaboration, we get the green as well. Is it gonna focus now? Do it. And then when they spin together, you get this nice, just sort of metallic-y pink swirl. It looks cool, I think. Nope. Yeah, I don't know if this viewer thing is accurate, but maybe we'll just go ahead and start, because I don't want you all to sit here and stare at me for too long. So I asked for questions initially through Instagram, so we'll start with those. If you have other questions, feel free to put them in the chat, or if there are follow-up questions or something. But Instagram questions are... There we go. So first question is, what was the first skill toy you started with? And the answer is yo-yos. We had these in middle school. They were super trendy. You know, this is right about the time that they started putting bearings in yo-yos so that they spin longer, but still responsive yo-yos were the only thing people knew about yet. And I learned like 3 tricks and did those 3 tricks, and mostly we would just compete to see who could get it to spin the longest. Um, I had trouble learning basically anything else, and nothing made sense because we just had these little manuals where they drew diagrams, and I didn't understand. So then it stopped being popular. We stopped caring, and the winter right before all this lockdown stuff started, I got one again and started trying. And then I found the internet where there's all these tutorials and explanations and slow motion footage to explains exactly what you need to do. So I started with that and learned a lot more tricks, and now I can do stuff, and it's fun. Everything else I've tried, baglery, balisongs, cardistry. That's all stuff I've tried after the fact because it's fun to try stuff. Next question is, why did you start making YouTube videos? And the answer is, during lockdown, I got this camera because I thought that would be really cool. And by then I was actually doing, yo-yo stuff or whatever. So then I thought that could be interesting because I skateboard, I yo-yo. We can talk about things and show working and being not very good at things and trying to make that seem okay to not be very good at things. And, to try stuff and be bad at stuff and eventually be better at it. I thought about YouTube stuff before, and if you look way back at the beginning of the channel, there are videos from as early as when I was in college. But I never really had a clear idea about what I would make videos about that mattered at all. It was only when I realized during lockdown that this could be something vaguely useful. And then turns out it is, and now we have 251 subscribers, I think. Did it change? Yes, 251 subscribers. So thank all of you for subscribing and watching videos. I know some of you don't like skateboarding so much or don't like yo-yo very much or whatever, so you watch the ones that you care about. But that's cool too. I'd like it if you watched everything all the way through, but that would be just a magical world. And I think that's all of the questions here. Yep. So if there are questions in the chat, we can get to those. Otherwise, I'm gonna yo-yo a bit, show off this new yo-yo, and we can all just have a nice weekend. It's important to drink. Make sure you get in your water, stay hydrated. I say that in almost every video now, and it's partly just a reminder to myself because I personally don't drink nearly enough water. So I also need to make sure I'm drinking water because it's much better when you do. There's a trick, goes like this. Yeah. So this spell check, it's a little bit undersized, a little bit smaller diameter, a little bit smaller width than most things I use. It's not quite like what I would consider super tiny, but it feels small to me compared to everything else. But I also like yo-yos that are some of the widest yo-yos they ever made, so my comparisons are a little bit skewed. Nope. So for those of you who are watching, I have a question for you actually, which is what skill toys? What do you like to play with? What do you like to do? Are you all yo-yoers, or are some of you doing beglery or pin spinning or juggling or something? No. Mm-hmm. If I was gonna do this on a regular basis, I would get some copyright-free music that could be playing in the background. So just imagine some in your head for now, because I only do these once every couple months. Yeah, on a yo-yos and skateboards, which is awesome. I talked her into trying to skateboard and trying to yo-yo, and both were super great. Just yo-yo? You haven't been tempted by anything else, like pin spinning or beglery or anything like that? Yeah, Battle Song is super fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but definitely it costs a little more, I think, to get started. Like, I've yet to see something that cost about €20, $20 that I thought was like actually super nice. I really need to learn some new yo-yo tricks. It's been a little while since I've learned a new trick because I've been working on horizontal mostly, and that has been very slow. It's been more than a month trying to do it. If you saw the last video, it's still it's pretty rough, but I've I've landed at least a few throws and binds that I actually thought worked pretty well. So we're getting there eventually. But yeah, really, I should learn some other stuff too, maybe. So yeah, I mean, if there's not too many people in the chat or anything, I don't really know how live stream stuff is supposed to go. It's much easier when I just edit a video and hit publish. I guess we don't need to stick around if this isn't going to work. But I wanted to say again, like, thank you all very much for subscribing, and I really enjoy when I see comments and when I hear from people where, I just recently heard from somebody that the video last week about horizontal yo-yo was actually helping where they're working on horizontal and they got a little closer. Hi, Cuz. We're doing pretty good. Just enjoying the weekend, celebrating all these sweet subscribers, playing with this, the new spell check. But yeah, so make sure you're drinking water this weekend. Make sure you get outside a little bit. I know it's getting cold in a lot of places. Some people are getting snow. I heard there was a lot of snow in certain places. But, do what you can. Take care of yourself. Drink a bunch of water. And, yeah, it is. It's super nice. It's very smooth. And, yeah, I guess we're gonna call it because I feel uncomfortable. And you all have a good weekend.